Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come.
All right. Well, I guess Google's nothing works. They turned everything off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Thank you, everyone. The intro did not work, but here we are. Thank you for joining us. Tonight's channeling. Tomorrow is the beginning of Reptilian Awareness Month. I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk about reptilians every single day. I'm going to lose my mind, but let's see how it goes. Shark Month. Maybe I'll throw sharks in there. We'll throw other beings in there. Kind of, yeah, they have a lot of love for us. I can see that. Our opinions. But anyway, we positives and everybody. So anyway. All right, we're going to get started. So, happy Good Friday. I think it's tomorrow. And Easter. So, okay. All right, we'll be doing messages, and then we're going to the Q&A. So it'll take a little bit for us to jump into that Q&A portion. So, very much love, and here we go. Greetings. This is Gabriel. Energies to you. Yes, there are many new timelines brought to your Earth at this time. As you ascend into more positive vibrations, you can say there are new versions of you also that are being created during this new timeline energy flux that's happening to teach you how to be more positive. You don't always see this person, but you'd be surprised. It's not necessarily to be seen, but to be felt as for a new transition. Some feel like they're going into new timeline energies. You're actually being assisted by other versions of yourself that are connected to spirit. And it's a gradual process. Yes, there is a war of a kind that is made by your humanity because they are not ready for ascension. So they do feel pull back, but not forever, as these energies will only last so long. But you are allowed to release this Earth's third dimension energies, and you are doing it now, but also will increase as you will feel as if the third dimension, the ways of it are looking like the old days, like the 1940s or the past, basically. Ever so slightly, this will go into your generation. As many that are connected to 3D will not see the effects, but those of you who are transitioning will see even the future, even 12 dimensions at times, possibly, depending on what you would need at that moment of your healing phase. But yes, there is. You can look at timelines as strings of energy, and yes, they can go all over the place. If you see like different colors leaving you or going through you, those are different timelines going in different directions. So, blessings to you. Greetings. I am only here for a moment. You can call me Finch. I am a turtle being. And we are called the wise ones. Oh, why we have that title is for another time. But we are known to slow down as your race speeds itself up. And sometimes we do appear on your roads walking very slowly. And some of you do run us down. But that is just to say, take a look at yourself, see what you are doing. Those are your turtle animals on your road. My energies come from Sirius. And we are, yes, assisting your world as we are not normally seen, but we can be. As yes, we are creating new timelines for your Earth as you ascend. Can't give too much away. But we are, yes, connected to your health energies also to basically heal the chakra energies and give more wisdom to the mind that's been shut off from your forgetfulness since you came into this world. We are here to bring slight reminders. And this reminder here is not to worry of your future, as yes, many of you are changing it to more of a positive energy source. And some have a difficulty accepting that. Maybe not those here, but those on your world have a problem with it. Because the drama, the excitement of the unknown is holding on to so many that it is causing difficulties to have peace, as some of you probably can see. That is all I have at this moment. Thanks. Greetings to you, radiant light to you all. I am Ashtar, Ashtar Command. Positive understandings of your existence, connecting to timelines of awareness, which many of you have accepted. Not everyone has accepted awareness to basically to see the truth of your world some of you accepted those incarnate or cycles, and that is why you're getting messages that are, yes, kind of bizarre but real, not seen in your reality, but eventually it will be. And so, of course, there's always going to be questions written all over it. And even us with the extraterrestrials are connected to questions. I mean, we don't have all the answers either. And there's different forms of points of view. So we can even get lost also. No different than your world. It's less of complications on our world, but still. Yes, we are very close to your world at this time. Near your sun, but still we're very close to it. Broadcasting from your sun, you could say. Outside of it, of course. Using the sun's vibration to connect to your consciousness. As your earth is connected and protected by the sun's vibrations. And of course, some beings want to block the sun, so you cannot receive that protection energy, so they can infiltrate your world. And to one more thing is another thing about disclosures. Many do have difficulties with the truth. Yes, many in your humanity do not want the truth. As for your UFO connections, as many humanity, if it was a true call for us to appear, more of your world would be calling for us. There's only a small percent, actually. It is still a good number, yes, but some are afraid and some aren't ready. And hearing about us can cause sometimes health difficulties with those that are not ready for this. You'd be surprised how many can actually have a cardiac arrest with seeing our vibrations around. You'd be surprised. So only a few truly connect to us on a physical level because of that. So, not to say those of you here who will have a problem connecting to us on a physical front, but many will. They're just not ready. That doesn't mean they won't be. So we have to be careful our connections to your world. I'm also here to help you with your questions whenever you are ready with this.
Thank you for being here, Ashtar. First, we have Daria.
Hello there, Ashtar.
Greetings.
Greetings. So I've been connecting to you a lot
Yes.
in the collective. And my cat apparently, she says hi.
Yes, I hear that. Yes.
Yes.
Me, don't forget me.
Don't forget me, no. So I have a question. What kind of messages do you have for me personally at this moment?
Well, the galactic message I have is that you're assisting many Palladians on how to deal with the human collective, as they're still having difficulties understanding how humans think. And some Palladians that have their own way of looking at humans, so they have difficulties. You're kind of like shaping some of them, their point of views, because they're not truly seeing human as her human is. They have their own version, as you have of us, you could say.
It's like they see humans maybe like dinosaurs.
Something like that, or as let's
Less
put it
civil.
this way: some beings feel like being around a human can make make them ill.
Yeah.
Depending on the human.
I haven't forgotten, I think, our conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I asked once, why don't you come to Earth? And
yes,
that was the answer.
Yes.
That it can do a great impact on
Yes.
the whole fleet if you come down and
Right.
incarnate. It would lower your frequencies a bit.
Yes, those that are here on a physical are very careful. They're very well trained, you can say, and know
Yeah.
what to do. It's only a
Cool,
few.
yo. That's nice. I had a vision many years ago, and at that time I didn't know what to trust, but later I found out it was you that I
Yes.
actually had a vision about. So that's cool. Now now I know that's the difference, and it's so cool. And
Yes.
I wish that other people here listens to it could be the same, do the same.
Yes,
Anyway,
you're also changing frequency of reptilians also. Of those that are negative to your world, you're even assisted them to see humans in a different light. Some of them are not seeing humans as they truly are. They're getting a mind control of their own. Does happen. It's like they're putting on 3D glasses with a different story, or for another movie, you can say. It does happen.
thank you. And there's do I have a funny pocket in your collective? Like, did I do something funny with you?
Only thing I'm picking up is like candy cane land. Kind of like it's a joke world. Well, it's like cocaine coming from the sky or something like that.
Oh my god.
I believe it's
That's-
for good humor, though.
Yeah, of course.
Even for addicts, actually.
Oh my god, yeah, I can
Yes.
see that. So thank you for that. And I have my friend's questions, Sven Viking.
Yes.
And do you have any messages for him?
Take things slow. It does seem like he's trying to accelerate his energies a little bit faster. He's kind of stressing himself out, trying to open himself up. But what he feels like he needs to use his energy, uses his time wisely with what he feels that is important at the day. But his abilities will open up as in a healthy way, basically. When more he forces it, the more difficult it becomes.
Of course.
That's what I'm seeing at this time.
And do you have any health maybe messages for him regarding his health? Or if there's nothing on health and just
Well, his mental health is sometimes he is driving himself crazy, sometimes over nothing. At times, I'll see a female around him that's sometimes antagonizing him. I do see a female energy that's around him that he's thinking about, that he's adding extra stress to himself that he does not need to. As for his health, I believe it's mostly mental health than his actual physical health. His health in general seems to be in good shape for I can see what I'm allowed to see at this time. But his mental health seems like he just needs to relax his mind more, is what I see.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ashtar, and have a blessing channeling with this group. And
Yes.
love. Bye.
Thank you. Up next are Kingsley's questions. His first question, he says, greetings.
Yes.
For about 2 to 3 days, I have been hearing really high-pitched noises in my head or ears, and they're super loud. He would like to know if you could tell him what that is.
I believe it's a connection from the Yael. They have been connected to him recently, and yes, is causing him much distraction. As they are helping his vibration, I believe they're bringing a healing energy to him at this time. And so it does require that kind of high-pitched noise. I believe it will come to an end. He's also getting a Zeta visitation also, but not in a negative way. But I do see they're assisting his health at this time. It has to do with his frequency. They're adjusting him as he asked for adjustment, and now he's receiving it, from what it seems.
Okay, thank you. His second question, he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
Yes, he's attracting many beings to him. Yes, many of are understanding what he is doing with his abilities. So he's actually showing them in astral where he's accomplished what he wishes to accomplish also. So he's attracted many beings. They're not really identifying themselves at this time. So also he's getting assistance, as he's saying, like a tuning is what he's receiving at this moment. Yes, the loudness is, from what it seems, I don't think they were fully aware it was that loud, but I believe it will calm itself down. As I believe they are finished that phase of assistance, basically helping his body adjust to his own basically to help his abilities open up. Not too much, but as he gets older, he will see the attunement there as it ingrains in his system. Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Emmy, but I don't have her questions, so if somebody could find them and post them for me, and then I am next. I have been having a really bizarre 2 months. I'm curious. I was watching, for whatever reason, I felt led to dive into the Mandela effect again the other day. And now the Jackson 5 has 6 brothers in it. Among a myriad of things that are just off the beaten path. Like, yes. I mean, they're obvious. And I would like to try to comprehend what from your perspective, you think is causing it, because there's a lot of theories, and yes. One of them is CERN.
Yes.
But what say you? And for those of us who recognize it, what does it mean?
Well, CERN is an attempt to lower Earth's vibration, to create another world for the elites to leave and to travel to, but also to keep their power, like copy their power from one world to another also. Almost like and even create new timelines where they have more control. As not to say they do not have that already. So there's also positives along with it, but most of the time it's been shut down for the most part. They still use it, yes, but for what it's trying to do, it's mostly reptilian that is around it. Not so much Anunnaki, but mostly reptilians, because they are using it for mind control and other assessments. They're trying to build a new future where they are more in control, basically. For what, at least, but we're not too worried about them. They're going to, as I said, most of it's been shut down at this time.
What say you to me, Ashtar, for a message for my highest good at this time? I need some help.
Well, your guides say yes to just free yourself of your situation, possibly a move, or just find new company. But from our perspective, is you're still evaluating your situation and which way to go. But to go is basically you want to go to the right place. So just searching around for many right places. So it does seem like a move is likely to happen in the next couple months, depending on what you are feeling. But as for what is going on directly around you, that is more of the angelic energies we see around you. They're actually protecting you and doing a lot of work around you. It does seem like you're like in a whirlwind, it seems. It just seems like you're in a tornado in some regard, it seems. If that makes sense. But the angels should bring more clarity. They're not giving us too much detail at this time. They're protecting your energies.
All right. Thank you very much. I have Emmy's questions. Her first question is there any messages for her path?
Yes, just take things slow. You are, yes, in a patience energy at this time, but I believe your direction will, yes, everything is going to take time to go into the right placement as your new timeline is being constructed, and it is enough. But yes, basically just learn patience at this time is what I see at this time, at this moment.
Okay, Emmy's second question is she had another dream where she was giving Donald Trump a briefing, and she would like to know the significance of that dream.
Spiritual, yes, a spiritual rundown, basically. A galactic connection, I believe, like a galactic meeting, basically, is what she had with him. And also to shape him up. This scandal that's around him, or scandals, are causing his mind not to think correctly, and he also thinks he's bulletproof in some regard, at least spiritually. But she is helping him with spiritual matters, but he's rejecting much of it. But what that was is a galactic meeting, and basically, yes, we do see him winning in the next election, possibly. Still not 100%, most likely. But he is. The idea is to make him more easier to communicate with. He's not very easy on that at this time. So, blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Stephen.
Hello, Ashtar. Man.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. How are you?
We are doing well.
Awesome. Pew, pew. I don't know why I had to do that, but it's just. Anyways, I was just wondering. Do you can you connect with my aspects in Ashtar Command or the energies I'm connected with y'all, and just know more about my history, what I'm doing currently with y'all. Thank you.
Well, yes, you're connected to the Palladian unit of our energies at this time, assisting humanity in health and finances also. I believe the financial markets, you do connect to that to a certain degree, as you're bringing more enlightenment and a new currency that is in a new timeline that has not been brought to your world. It will be in your timeline, it's hard to say. Most likely it will be in your future time, most likely past your time here. But there is much, basically human health also, basically you're connected to humans to see what they are ready for. So it's like your aspect is basically like looking at a crowd of humans and just connecting to their energies and who is ready for contact, basically. And so you're always assisting or always connecting to humans to what is it that they're allowing in their energy field, basically. And you go one by one by one, usually just pretty quickly. There's a lot of people in this world. That's awesome.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. And second question is, I had a dream today, a couple actually, but I think they're together. I was basically in a house and in a different area. I believe it was Sweden or something. These people were talking a different language, but there's like five or four younger ladies that were running around the house doing a whole bunch of things and talking in this language. I didn't know what they were talking about. I was sitting on a chair, just watching them and stuff. And then this little kid came and was saying bye to me, and I held up like deuces, and he's like, yeah, deuces. Like he didn't know, he didn't know that, but he did. He figured it out. And then I remember this older person, a short lady, person coming over here. He's like, oh, hey, it's you. You have really good stories to tell. I want to hear some of your stories. And so like 3 or 4 people sat down. It's like, oh, let's tell a story. And I started joking with him. I was like, well, I was never born. And he's like, nah, come on, tell us. And then all of a sudden I was in this other dream where I was laying down, about to go to sleep, and this little small gecko, I don't know if it was a family of mine or whatever, it was laying on my chest, and then it laid on my neck. It was laying on my neck and everything. I was like, oh, and I held it and pet it and stuff. It felt like a real strong energy. So it was a little gecko. And then I grabbed it and I was turning it over and I was going to put it down or whatever. But I was just wondering if you could connect with that and see if you got more information on that. Thank you.
Well, the first dream is connected to your connection with the Galactic Federation of Light. In astral, you're connected to them basically just connecting to old friends, it seems, but also giving your galactic update as your human. I believe you gave them a lot of information, but it was done in very little time. But as for the gecko that's around you, it's basically showing a positive beings that are around you. Basically, the little geckos are assisting you on your journey here. They're not normally channeled very often, but they are assisting you little by little. They do have little ships also. That's the message.
That's sweet. Thank you. Much love.
Sorry. Next is Miguel.
Hello, Ashtar.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. My first question is about the number 444. I kept seeing it the last couple of days, actually, all weekend and then this week as well. And I'm wondering if you have any questions or any messages about the number 444?
All it shows is a gradual timeline change of healing abilities that I believe telepathic energies are being assist you in your telepathic range, but they're not being too clear on it. It does seem like your astral self is very connected to Africa at this time. It's something you can meditate on because Africa is going through its own awakening. And it does seem like also your ancient lineage is very connected to that place from what it seems. So it does seem like you receive like a DNA infusion, away from the angels from what it seems. So you're allowed to get more data, but they're careful what is being brought to you. But Africa seems to be, it's like an imprint of Africa is being brought to you because of your ancient lineage to this world. That's all they're allowing at this time. Blessings.
Thank you for that. And my second question is about a dream I had last night. I was in a forest, and I don't remember much about it, but I was wondering if you could tell me a little more about this forest and the other being I was with.
Well, it does seem like you're connected to Agartha at this time. You're also connected to many, I believe, Palladian energies around that, but I'm not getting a clear indication of it. But you did have others with you. And I believe it had a lot to do with the deforestation that's going on, and now it's warring many beings. I believe your energies are involved with more of that, of the healing of those areas. So it's just, I believe you were brought there to be made more aware of the Earth situation, something you can look up also. Most likely you'll feel your energies there, but also a change in timelines where that will no longer be a threat. It will take time, of course, but it does seem like you're involved with it greatly, it seems.
Thank you. Up next is Liz.
Hello, Ashtar.
Greetings.
Greetings. So I was actually asking you to come today.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Can you give me an update of what I've been doing? I've been feeling a lot of physical pain, so...
Yes, you've been surrounded by reptilian beings that are having difficulties with Earth's ascension. Some are actually getting weaker here because of it, because they're of the changes going on. As your group and other groups are accepting more Earth's responsibilities instead of allowing others to help. So what's going on is, yes, you're taking on quite a load, it seems. Not everything can be mentioned here, but it does seem like you're taking on more responsibilities, but also assisting humanity and reconnecting to their responsibility also. As basically as humans connect more. But there is reptilian council who seems to connect to you a lot. It was connected to our government, your government, that are basically using shape-shifting energies to mind block a lot of senators. Your government is, yes, a lame duck energy, but also done by design that way. But the shadow government of your true government is where most of your energies are at this time. That's where you have reptilian beings. So it's basically telling these beings of what is to come, as many humans are taking more responsibility. And you're allowing also more information to come in, because there's only so much allowed to be allowed into your human consciousness of what's going on. So all this has a purpose for it.
Is that why I have so much headache lately?
Yes, it's been like it's like you've been on, like, kind of like you've been on the floor talking all day, all night. With these beings, and it's not just reptilians, they're the ones that are the heaviest energies, but there's others there. But it's just that we're making deals, you can say.
Yes.
Like that.
Okay. And then anything else you can tell me? Any advices or any other messages?
Well, yes. I believe by the end of this coming month, you will feel released throughout. I believe by the end of this coming month, you'll feel a lot of relief. You'll feel a lot more of the canine energies that are already around you, but you'll feel more of it. As this is kind of like the crunch month, you can say. They want to get this out of the way because there's a lot of galactic alliances here that are willing to listen and talk at this time. So I do believe you'll have relief coming soon. And a lot of this that was mentioned, Mandela effect, is also, there are going to be timeline shifts. And it's part of this event that people are connected to also. There's going to be different types of Mandela effects coming through.
I see. Thank you very much.
That's all I can say. Yes.
Yes, I'll talk more with Ivan later. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming.
Up next is Colin.
Greetings, Ashtar.
Greetings to you.
Thanks for coming in tonight.
Yes.
I'm wondering if you and your collective have any messages for me.
Yes, one moment. From what we are seeing, you actually found more peace. Yes, not everything is going as smoothly, but we've brought in more peace of mind into your life. Yes, this one's going to be a little bit out there, but we're going to bring it to you. Yes, this is slightly cryptic, but I believe your guides are saying you do have a connection to the Mona Lisa. And as for its, you could say its journey to the public, basically. So your past life lineage has a connection there. So what does that have to do with now? Is now you are clearing up old connections here, basically. I believe the relationship situation going on is actually an old relationship that was never healed, and this is coming here. There's a lot going on with it, but once it does find a balance, you will see a lot of transformations. It is getting there, but I believe this one's allowing it suddenly. That's all we can say at this time.
Thank you. And I'm wondering if there's any other messages from my guides or from Source. Yes,
it's not to worry of financial situation. It will improve. Your timeline is improving for that. Just give it. There's going to be some bumps in the roads, but also you're connecting to more of Archangel Michael's energy as for improving your energy field and mental field as for where you are going. There are newer timelines being open around you to slightly go quicker into your transition that you're looking for. So they say just continue on your path as you feel. Yes, that's all they can say at this moment.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
Up next is Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings to you.
So you talked about the stress people can have if they met ETs physically.
Yes.
I'm thinking about my first physical encounter, and it didn't go that way. I had some butterflies, maybe like I would if I were giving a speech, but it was pretty positive. It didn't really scare me or anything too, butterflies. Of course. I think the difference is I thought about it a lot from childhood, prepared myself for that scenario. Right. I talked telepathically with them beforehand, so that probably helped a little bit.
Oh, yes, you had a welcome energy there. Yes, that's why.
So, but I don't think I'm that special. I'm poking through the same veil as everyone else. I have pretty much the same limitations. I may break through them a little bit more. But physical contact didn't go badly for me, and or the ETs, and I think it'd go well for others. I don't disagree that most people aren't ready. I think that they're close, though, that it wouldn't really take that much. And I was thinking about this recent report of 2 pilots reporting a UFO at the same time, and that was actually released by the government, which is a surprise. Maybe they were pushed to. Maybe it was something that certain individuals working together with the ETs on the other side to kind of head about. was that done? And was that a planned thing to start subtly preparing people? And who was that?
Well, yes, they are. So they are slowly assisting humanity. They are in small doses, so it's more from the positive part of your government that is allowing it. The shadow of the negative would not allow that, and rather just to either or put fear around it. But they're allowing this to come through. It was more of a. There was Zetas involved with that ship that was seen, but there's also Palladian forces around it protecting it. I see, but there's the one that was seen was mostly Zeta from what I see.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more of that, just to start prodding people and getting them used to the thought.
Yes, little by little, yes. As the ascension continues, they are connecting to these type of channelings. They're becoming more aware of it. It's becoming more frequent, of course. Also.
Thanks for that. My second question is about the flu that went around. They made a big deal about people getting shot, thinking it was going to be a bad flu season. They thought they had it all under control, and they put the wrong stuff in the flu shots for the cheaper dose. Was there a message in that from nature to humanity?
Well, yes, not to take it. It was that flu shot is very connected to the Anunnaki to rewrite DNA, not entirely to cause a illness, but it is not there to. It's just like to confuse the DNA. Basically, it is not very healthy for many. Some it does work on a healthy way, but very small percent. It is not meant for.
Did I take the flu shot this past fall? It helped a little, I think, but I still got sick. Did I take the flu shot this past fall to ground myself better?
I believe you did it to experience it, just to see what will happen. But also, I see you diffusing a lot of the negative traits within it. So I believe you are fine with it, from what I see.
All right, thank you. Much love.
Thank you. Up next is Bobby's questions. His first question is, does Spirit have any messages for him?
Right now, yes, it is important just for human connection, as it does seem like he will be staying put for some time, but in a positive way, and also find a new direction for himself and his talents. Right now is just to gather his thoughts and his energies, not to rush, but it does seem like a new game plan is being brought to him slowly. But he's still learning about his abilities and what he's going to do, it seems.
Okay, thank you. His second question is, are there any beings around me who have a message?
Yes, there's actually a lot of fairy beings around him from Agarthas and connect to those energies very strongly as they are assisting his immune system and his mental state to think freely, to feel that he is immortal and also has more power over timelines. So he's allowing that to come through. He's getting assistance. Basically, he's on the right track, and he is living freely, and he will manifest what is needed.
Thank you very much. Up next is Lucy.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
Hi, I have. Well, I know I have been under attack, but I also know I'm very well protected right now. So I have a question about rats, because I put out a lot of seeds for the birds that are always, they just land on me. They're not afraid of me. But I mean, these rats, they're field rats, where they come out in the daytime and they're just everywhere. And I actually shot one with a BB gun thinking I was going to scare it, and I killed it, and it freaked me out. And then the next day, one of my pet squirrels drowned in a bucket of water. So I was like, Okay, this isn't good. How do I Pied Piper of Hamilton them away? Like using peppermint spray, or I don't know how to get them to move on and leave. And they
Well,
need to leave. My cats are not bothering with them. They'll go get the babies out of a nest and eat a baby and leave the other ones, and that's not any good. So,
well,
and
yes. Well, I would just let them. Well, right, they're only visiting.
there's a ton of them. I mean, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
it's been like this
this visit,
plague.
I don't believe will last too much longer.
No? What? They were here
They're
for more than a food?
well, yes. Well, you have attracted a lot of energies around you to just seeing what's going on. Basically, what's the party is all about. So, of course, they see there's food here too.
Right.
So they don't plan on leaving, but they will eventually, just to put out rat deterrents. But they're not really telling us what that would be. But
Maybe peppermint, I think.
yes, smells they do not care much for. Yes. Smells basically will put them in another direction. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Without having any battle. That way we don't have to battle with them anymore.
Right, because I don't want to hurt them. They're not the icky kind or whatever, but still, I don't want the plague or something in my house. Anyway.
Yes, they're just there they're just, it's like an event. It's like a festival going on there.
Yeah, it seems like that because the daytime they're out and it's just a joke. So anyway,
yes.
Then my second question is, what do I need to know about myself right now that I don't know?
One moment. Well, you're getting guidance from the Pleiadian energies. As for your health, Archangel Ariel, there's a female Archangel Ariel that you can connect to bring more positive energies. There's also a fairy being by Ariel also that you can connect to bring enlightenment. So she's very tall.
Yes, I've seen her. Mm-hmm. She's the only one I've seen.
Mm-hmm. That one's really the one that you can connect. But the energies there are they just say continue on your path. You will find more healing in what you're doing by connecting to the birds. That's all healing for you also. They're just saying continue on the direction you're going in. You are building many vortex. It's almost as if you're building like a portal to Agartha there also.
Kind of.
Some of that. Yes, it's not fully there, but it does seem like you are in the early stages of it.
Right. Well, I open and close sometimes when I understand that.
Yes, there is it comes and goes, but it does seem like you have Agarthian energy. So you can connect to Agarthian beings that you want there. Even positive trolls you can call on also for your rat problem.
Oh.
Positive trolls, of course.
I didn't think about that. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That's one to try out. Much. Yes, that one should. You might feel their presence possibly. They like to be quiet, but you should be fine connecting to them.
Okay. Bless you.
Yes.
And thank you.
Up next is Brian.
Hello. Greetings. This
Greetings
is Logan.
to you. Yes.
I've been having weird, realistic dreams again, and the one that stands out the most is I stole a relic from a reptilian being, and apparently they caught me, and some of the other ones didn't believe that I stole it, but the one that was, I guess, coming after me, made a fool out of all the other ones. But I wanted to know why this being decided to pay a visit in my dream.
It is because it is one way for you to your dreams. I am not sure if you are writing them down, but it does seem like you will be sharing your dreams with others. That's what they show. and most likely you have not forgotten these dreams that are similar to this. Is basically to share your interactions with others as they awaken also. Basically, you'll have it in written form or through video form. And they just want to get, it's like a gift is what they brought to you, basically, to share with others. And also to help you open up. It shows that you're going in the right direction also. That you're maturing with your energy. So
Thank you. My second question is, are there any messages for me at this time?
Yes, the Galactic Federation of Light has been connecting to you often as for giving you your mission plan, but not fully as I believe, yes, you do connect to the channeling energy, and that will mature in the next few years. But of course, what you are doing is healthy, but I believe it will go into basically, yes, you're going to connect to a younger crowd. And it'll be good when you feel it's comfortable to share it publicly, but you're definitely going to be connecting to the new age crowd that are of the youth, and also giving them, because you'll see channelers beginning when they're very, very young in the future time. It's like playing the piano, basically. So your guides are just saying, just continue on your path, what you feel is right, and more is to come, of course. But not everything's going to be brought to you mission-wise at this time, but you are part of leading the youth, you can say. You're part of it.
Thank you.
Up next is Umberto.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is, I'm curious if the meditations I've learned from Drumbolo on being in the heart and the alpha and omega spheres have been successful in keeping negative EPs from my presence, including the dream state. If not, what would you recommend?
No, I believe we have a frequency that is healthy at this time. So we also have not done anything to attract any lower energies to. You're keeping your energy clear at this time. So I believe it all has to do with frequency, and you are doing well at it at this moment, for what I see. And in future moments also.
Okay. All right. My second question is, apart from the tooth I'm having pulled soon, will I have cavities and other teeth in my lifetime that will need to be removed? Or will the teeth that I have now remain as they are and not grow cavities?
I believe they'll remain as they are. Because you're taking more care of them, not to say I didn't take care of before, but I believe you'll be fine, from what it seems. Yes,
Okay.
dental care is not easy to connect with here. Not as much as it could be.
Blessings to you too. Thank you.
Up next is Daniel.
Hello, greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings, nice to be speaking with you. My first question has to do with my dad and a conversation I recently had with him. When faced with the idea of him actually like leaving my life in a permanent sense, I don't understand why, but in my heart chakra, I just couldn't feel like that was correct at this time. Even though in every other respect, I'm kind of just done with him in a sense. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to move on from him. I'm done. He doesn't want to be easy to work with. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But why is it that this part of my heart chakra really makes it feel like I don't want to cut things off with him in this way or just yet? I don't get it.
Yes, it seems to be two scenarios that are going on, that you are still connected. There's still another side of him that you are, well, I believe you are aware astrally, maybe not fully aware here, but it's actually a positive connection you have with him astrally. So I believe that was a side that got triggered. But also, yeah, there's a lot of disagreement with him in this reality because he's just connecting to a lower vibration and he's not trusting his heart at all. He's more doing a mental trust instead, which is causing a lot of difficulties in his life. That's what he chose. But it just seems the astral connection is what you were feeling, basically. So
I guess what I'm not understanding is why it's like I understand that me not being around him physically isn't necessarily going to cut off my astral connection to him. But why? I guess my real question is, why is that being triggered? With the idea of a physical separation, I mean.
Well, because it's still connected to the spiritual, because you do see the good in him, even in this reality, that he's not connecting to. It's like you see that he can rehabilitate all of this. He can change, but he's not choosing to. So that's the part of you is what I see that's connecting to him, if that makes sense. You see the other side of him. At least I see it.
Yeah, I do too. I get it. So
it's a side that doesn't connect to you.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll have to figure that out at some point, but thank you. My second question is, are there any important messages from my guides or Lilith or anyone like that?
Well, it seems like your connection to Egypt, as a lot of your astral energies are there at this time, as we're bringing an awakening there, but also in a positive way. So when you feel these conflicts around you, it is from the Egyptian energies. It's almost like Egypt is right with you at this time. Even as I speak to you, it feels like you're very Egyptian at this moment, because a lot of the ships that you connect to in the alien front are connected to the Egyptian energies. It's a part of the world that will eventually find its cure, its healing, and your presence there seems to be pretty heavy at this moment, from what I see.
I see. Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
Sorry, I got disconnected. Let's see. Up next is Omran's questions. Okay, Omran's first question is, are there any message from anyone to him?
Yes, it does seem like he's connected to Anu's energies. As for healing that side of Anu's vibration, it seems to be two of them are knocking heads a lot recently as for the Earth's changes that are occurring. He's also connecting to lower astral for a healing with Arcturian energies, it seems. As the Arcturian vibration seems to be assisting the Earth's ascension as the lower astral becomes more clean over time. You most likely can feel like a wave of positive energies goes through it, and one seems to be a part of that. To see what will happen, see how they will react to this shift. That is a message at this time.
Thank you. His second question is, what's my soul connection with Ashtar? I feel us working together, but he feels like maybe your energy is close to his collective energy.
Yes, it is. He does a lot of secretive work. He is probably aware of that with the magic, the wizard energies is very connected to. So that is where he spends most of his, like the wizard division of Ashtar command, you can say he's connected to. So what he is bringing into the Earth's energy is more of a mystical vibration also. But he connects to the wizards of this Earth. Those are magicians here on a quietly, but he's connecting to all of them, it seems, in his own way, it seems. Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Martin, and I have his questions also. His first question, he would like to know if there is a message for him.
Yes, he's connecting to Gabriel's energy as for a healing for health at this time, and Mother Mary's energy is there for a new timeline, for a change. Not to say he's going to have one drastically at this time, but a social change does seem to be in the cards eventually. So Mother Mary is assisting him with that. Nothing dramatic at this time, but there seems to be a gradual shift or online communication more. It's not being very clear at this time.
Okay. And his second question is, will focusing on my crown chakra help reveal to me what my life's purpose is?
Possibly. It will give him a healing, a clear audience of what he's here. He's very connected to the Zeta energies here. And a lot of it, what they say, is here he's basically here to stay put, as his astral travel seems to be much of his plan here. Of course, it's not being brought in for memories, but his astral work seems to be where all of his attention is at this time. But as for his place here, yes, it is going to be kind of quiet on a public front. But yes, connecting to his crown chakra should help, but his heart chakra, I believe, will give him more information. But even there, it won't give you every detail.
Thank you very much. Up next is Marvin, and I have his questions. And he would like to know if it's possible for him to experience contact as Enoch had by going off-world and also learning from his teachers.
It is in the cards, of course. Well, astrally, he's already connected to this, from what it seems, but physically, it is not an easy energy to connect to at this time. So, it's a possibility physically, but it is unlikely at this moment from what we are seeing.
Okay, thank you. His second question, he says he's been kind of on a sci-fi movie watching binge, the Stargate series, American Gods, Old Deities. He would like to know, I guess maybe his connection or his inner knowledge with regard to any of the following: Age of Jupiter and Stargates, if possible, and or something about connecting to a Monkey King.
Well, the Stargates, he's known to actually be a Stargate builder. So I imagine that will connect to him very strongly. So as a Stargate builder, of course, he's going to be connected to these shows and space travel and even space drama. A lot had to do with the felines, as the felines are bringing, you can say, order into the cosmos. He's very connected to the felines and, of course, other different species, but the feline energy seems to be the strongest around at least what's being brought into this world as for entertainment. As for the monkey people, yes, he's very connected to that, but not in this. Well, Meldeck, yes, there is that, and also in Pluto, they have had the ape beings there also. Yes, that's familiar energy for him. He enjoyed that greatly, actually. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Up next is China.
Greetings, can you hear me?
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Good. Okay. This is what happened. Last Thursday, I was on a ship, a boat at sea with my mother, and the boat take off a little late, so it's the restaurants were closing, like an hour and a half after we got on the boat, and I was like acting a little weird. She noticed, and I was like obsessed with going to that restaurant. And I usually eat not so much meat, but now I was absolutely going to have meat. And what happened was that we were sitting quiet, and I always chew when I eat. So this happened very, very fast. As I was sitting there, I suddenly couldn't breathe because something got stuck, like a little further down the throat, like a cork, something. Like I could not get air at all, and this, people in there were like almost like, like they got paralyzed because they couldn't. They had problems helping me. So I stopped breathing for like almost 4 minutes. But the strange thing is that I was standing up when I felt that I was not there anymore. I don't know how far I was getting into death. But of course it wasn't time. But finally, this hostess was, tried a last, like she was hitting me very, very hard on the, on a point in my back. And then this huge meat bite was coming up, and I was shocked to see because I don't even take that big pieces.
Yes.
So someone wants me dead, obviously.
Yes.
Yes. And
yeah, so it was a lower vibration, you say reptilian energy there. And there was happened also, a time freeze happened there also. So you're seeing people paralyzed also. So it believes a time freeze happened before the event and also during the event also. Yeah. So yes, because you felt paralyzed and everyone else was, well, you were moving well, but everyone else was paralyzed, I believe. Yes, they were changing energy fluctuations there.
Yeah.
I believe it was more of a warning. I believe they knew you were going to survive, though. But either way.
Okay. Because I was like, I felt so good. This was like, not before, but when everything went dark and it was so quiet and I didn't have this pain anymore. Mm-hmm. So I was like at maybe a stage, just not crossing. But yeah, it was kind of close because 4 minutes could have damaged my brain. And so, yeah, that was okay.
Yes,
so it was.
Well, you received, yes, a healing from the angels also during this. You also stepped out of your body during this process also. When you stepped out of your body is if you got somebody to come to you, basically, and to do it right also.
Okay. Yeah, because something like that happened.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay, and the second question is, maybe I should ask from you because I, as my angel being, Archangel Haniel is who I'm like basically am, and she's doing a lot of work at Ashtar Command. As like what I was told is that she's doing like some say science or something.
Yes, healing work. Yes, with feels like she's connecting to the brain of humans as for healing stress, because humans are known for bringing up stress out of nowhere or to continue the stress levels. So yes, that has part of what she's doing, but it seems like the brain's where she's assisting it, as humans can drive themselves crazy and even break a brain cell. They're known for that. So just she's assisting greatly with that. Of course, you don't see it here, but there is assistance here going on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, but I do that also with people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Here.
You see that? You are around children mostly with Ashtar. Children of this. We have a lot of children energies around you. Yes.
Yeah. Do I have any? No, maybe not. As the angel, I do not have hybrids. So, okay.
Blessings.
Blessings. Can I just say one thing? It's not about me. It's about Ivan. Yes. I just had to visit him because I was a little concerned about him because I know and I see. You see, I see when people get attacks. I don't have to get in a, like in a connect to it. I just see it, and I don't know how I do it. But so I have seen something it tries to hide from me, but they freaks out when I come there. But something has been. I haven't seen that lately, but behind Ivan, when he's sitting channeling for us, I have seen something watching him, like a little eye light in a way, tiny one, but it's gone. And I hope I have removed it because it was like he was bitten. He's too good, I guess.
Well, what we are connected to now, yes, reptilian energies, yes, trying to bring interference. Yes.
Yeah.
It does occur every time and again. Yes, they're upping their game slightly.
Yeah. I just try to help Ivan sometimes.
Yes, I believe it helps. Yes. We are appreciative of that. Yes, many of them are getting more, whether as they become more known, they're upping their antics also.
Okay.
So thank you for that.
Yes, you're welcome. And thank you, and much love to you, and blessings.
Blessings.
Thank you so much, Ashtar, for being here tonight.
Yes, you are all welcome. Sending positive energies. As yes, the earth is not an easy place. Your energies here are, you say, balls of lights is what we see, many of you, because you are connecting to a higher vibration. Continue that. So blessings to you.
Thanks to you.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, blessings, anybody? Yeah, if you want to do anything, please.
Sure, I would.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you want to, Michelle?
I'll go after.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody.
Kisa turtietaro. Kati turendita turipengkatuko. Hatsa kandi guru tureni aratuya maya sushataro kanati. Tawari mikatuira don't chikoturo. Arasikarana sikatita nora mia sawatsa swa. Kantatija.
Tuku ananaya se ata shata ananaya se te enayeta monaya se ata ananaya tuku sota ananaya te punaya te se nanaya to usa ashuku ananaya te anaya manaya sata keata mu tete.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Great, Good Friday.
Thank you. Much love.